Today is Wednesday, Parashat Chayei, and we'll say a couple of ideas from the parasha of this week. The pasuk says, "Vayakom Sede Ephron asher b'machpelah." It speaks about Avraham Avinu purchasing the field from Ephron, where the Me'arat HaMachpelah was, where the cave of the Machpelah was. And the cave of Machpelah, this is where Adam Arishon and Chava were buried. Avraham wants to bury Sarah, his wife, who just passed away, in that same cave of the Machpelah. Also, this is where Avraham will be buried when he passes away. This is where Yitzchak and Rivka are buried. This is where Yaakov and Leah also buried. But the pasuk, in telling us that Avraham bought this field from Ephron, uses the word in Hebrew, vayakom, which means the field was raised. And Rashi explains, Tekumai talosh yatsa miyad hediot liad hamelech, which means the Ephron's field that rose up, it alludes to the fact that it rose up from being in the ownership of a common person such as Ephron, and it was raised up and when he transfers to the possession of Abraham. It tells us here a very interesting idea, that anything that belongs to a person, if he uses it for good purpose, if he uses it in the service of Hashem, if he uses it to serve a tzaddik, then that item is sort of like raised up in stature. And because Abraham was of such a high level, he was such a righteous person, so even a physical object or a field will be raised up in its status if it's there to serve to serve a person who's righteous like Abraham, as compared to somebody as Ephron. And this is for every person also. Whatever our belongings are, whatever our assets are, whatever our items that we own are, if we use them for good purpose, we are raising them in status. And a person should use whatever Hashem has granted him for good purposes to serve Hashem, so that whatever it is that he has is justified into a higher status, into a higher level. Also similar to these, but not exactly, but another concept in the parasha of this week. The pasuk says, "V'Avraham zaken ba bayamim," and Avraham was zaken, was old, ba bayamim. He came with the days. What does it mean? He came with the days. And Chachamim explain that Avraham Avinu, every day of his life, every day was not wasted. Every day was used for a good purpose. And we would say not just days, every moment that a person has in this world is to be cherished and to be used properly. Unfortunately, many times you find that people waste away time on frivolous pursuits, on things that are unimportant. So every day that Hashem has granted us, every moment is to be used for good use in the service of Hashem, in doing mitzvot, in helping people, and being constructive with whatever we do. Not chas v'shalom to be wasted or to be used in a destructive way or to be used in a negative way, but rather always to the positive. In the case of Avraham, each one of his days, he could say that each one of his days, he came babayamim, that no day was wasted or used in an improper way, but every single day was completely used in a proper manner, in a positive way, at the service of Hashem. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.